Hey guys, this is me as well. Um, Reading the prompt. When I think of social justice, think about what is the people who are not been helped throughout the year. They're always the misfortunate. They're the people who haven't been, who always been, I guess, discriminated. And we're the ones, as people, as a whole collective group, as our as own people, try to help them out. I kind of agree with what was a post on the readings about what social justice is a movement to help the people who haven't been treated fairly. To give all equal opportunities to all people. And the videos were very similar. It was kind of showing how yes, about government and how it can be like sometimes people think it's not the right way. But if we did a libertarian type of view, social justice would never be used. And what we see now, one class will have an advantage over another class. So, in looking at social justice compared to the other ones, I think they're a little bit different between diversity, inclusion, and multiculturalism. Diversity, I like actually what in the book where it said how diversity is, I think, a bad term because usually when you use the word diversity, it kind of signifies an inferior type thing, like what the book was reading, and like how people when they look at this type of stuff, students and like when they see diversity, it's always like I feel like a very it's a very buzzword, but it's not a word that really helps out the whole situation. And it's different between inclusion, because inclusion is just trying to get people assimilated into something. So that's like I don't think social justice is not trying to give everyone assimilation. It's trying to actually push for equal opportunities for everyone. And then last but not least, multiculturalism is usually just affecting what's around your area, like an institution. Our institution, we have a big problem with, bringing in people who are from a different race or different ethnicity. That's their multiculturalism that they're working with. Social justice is trying to do it as a whole. It's one big whole. It's one broad term that we're trying to give equal opportunities for anyone who wants to try everything. So, I mean, what I think about social justice is when there's something that's really, bad, like that's not being, like, it's not the rights of our citizens, in the United States or even in the world, what I feel like every person has their inalienable right to have, that's when social justice needs to kick in, to help the downtrodden and the weak and everything that needs to be done to give everyone those equal opportunities that I have hopefully today and hopefully everyone can have in the future. When the social justice project, I did the activity recently, and when looking at the top five, there's a lot of interesting things. For me, I don't think race and ethnicity really is my true identity. I didn't use that as a big, favorable thing like a lot of people would use. The five things I looked at was, nationality, because I feel like, I identify myself as American. American's a big mixed group. I'm a citizen of this country. The other one I looked at was there's socioeconomic status. I was raised different. I've been through so many different. I've seen a lot of friends who are different statuses, from rich to poor, and I see how they affect. And I feel like me being middle class is really, I feel like is one of my big characteristics of identity. I think another one is education. Education was a big one. Definitely, especially with different things involving, where education can change anything with college, high school, even when you get your PhD. There's so many different things you can understand with that. After that, another one I actually kind of looked into was that I feel like it's affecting now today. I guess it's really the gender identity. I think that's one of the things I was looking at when I was reading the list. Yes, today we are better, but I still look like it's still a big effect on our people's hiring process, which I don't think is not right. So that's one of the things I looked at when I was looking at one of my five characteristics, and especially for me, when you see me as a man, most people, at least where I know, they'll see, okay, this is a man, this person will do this and this, this and this, and I feel like that's a big effect on my overall motive. And then my fifth one